Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael J. Miles.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Virtual Coffee House. My name is John, and I'm your host tonight. Two-Way Street Coffee House has been presenting live music on Friday nights for over 50 years. We're proud to say that we are an all-volunteer staff, but due to the COVID, we've gone to this live stream format. But tonight, we have Jaimee Harris from somewhere out in her virtual world. And truth be told, I believe she's in Nashville. This is Jaimee's first time on our Two-Way Street stage, but I've been listening to her, I went to her website, listened to her music, and I'm going, wow, this is going to be good. There's no performance fee. There's no ugly guy at the door taking tickets. She's playing strictly for your donations. Now, you ask, how can you do that? Well, you can donate on the Two-Way Street website. If you look at the bottom of the screen that says, please donate, yada, yada, yada. And there's a button out there that you can click on to donate for the artists. And if your heart desires to contribute, please be as generous as you can because, like I say, Jaimee's playing for your donations. What we do, we use PayPal. So if you have a PayPal account, you can donate there. If you don't, you can use a debit or a credit card on PayPal. And I just want you to know that's easy to do because even I can do that. So with that, let's bring in Jaimee Harris. Take it away, Jaimee.
Thanks, John. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Friday night. I'm happy to be here virtually, although very real, at the Two-Way Street Coffee House. Which now that I live in Nashville isn't that far from me. I think I can basically drive to Illinois, which seemed impossible in Texas. So happy to be here. Finally calling back all my friends. They've been wondering where I've been. I went off the deep this time. It was a good swim. I've been running around with someone. Never thought I'd be this fun again. Well, I never would have thought it had you told me that we would come together quite like we have. Kinda reads like Kerouac, crossing country, then going back to New York to figure it out. Back to the place I loved you right out loud. Well, work's someone. And I'm looking up at the sky, I'm looking all the time. Is that you circling around? When are you coming down? When will I see your face again? When will I get to have that skin I'm craving? Well, work's piled up, dishes ain't done. I've been stuck on the telephone, ain't been sleeping in my bed. I'd rather be in yours instead. Yes, I've come a little undone. Hey, I'm just missing someone. And we tried counting down the days, but our hearts couldn't take the pain. Ain't never been so hard living this way. When I finally get to to you, babe, I'm gonna stay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, work's piled up, dishes ain't done. I've been stuck on the telephone, ain't been sleeping in my bed. I'd rather be in yours instead. Yes, I've come a little undone. Hey, I'm just missing someone. Hey, I'm just missing someone. Hey, I'm just missing someone. All right. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Beerbo. Dan, Dave, and Kathy with the excellent granola. And Jim, Carol, hey, good to see you guys. Happy Friday night. I have been really looking forward to this stream for a while because I knew I was going to be psyched on new songs coming out of the studio. Hey, Crystal and Pete of Ordinary Elephant. Good seeing you guys. I did have some requests. I know Dave wants to hear pretty much anything from the new record. Dave, I'm going to have lots of stuff for you tonight. Thank you so much for asking. It's always cool to get requests for new songs or songs that haven't been recorded yet. We are more than granola. Anyways, that's true. You guys are a lot more than granola. But it's just that the granola... If you have the chance as a fan or as an artist to experience Mackham Creek concerts in Chester, Maryland, all I'm saying is that you have to try the granola because it's the best in the world. I'm just saying that. But before we get into the new record stuff, I had a request from Rich down in Austin, Texas, who wanted to hear this next song, which is the first song on my debut record, Red Rescue, but I just put out an acoustic version of 7 songs we recorded called the Congress House Sessions. And this one I feel like is definitely the most different. If you put in Red Rescue immediately, you're kind of hit with a lot of drums and this crazy bass part that Bonnie Whitmore played, and it's very in your face and it's awesome. But I started thinking like, wow, I've been playing all these acoustic shows in these folk rooms all over the world. It must be really confusing for someone to see that show and put in that record and have that experience. So happy to have these new acoustic versions, and thanks for the request, Rich. Damn right, I loved you right from the start, from the moment I saw you from across the smoky barn. You were keeping the beat oh so steady and so true, and I prayed for the moment that I could belong to you. And when that day came, you were damaged, so was that. You had your suspicions, but I swore I didn't lie. We tried to push through it, but I pushed you till you broke and I crumbled in the drive. Kept my tears back till I choked. Damn right, I'm angry I gave you what I could. You never asked for more, and what I offered wasn't good enough to thrill you or to make you stick around. So I'm hiding out in every corner of this town, so no one can see the cuts I've made on my own hands from punching out the walls I couldn't make you understand quite who I was or even what I was about. I came sure to love you, you weren't dead. I could love you better, I just can't read your mind. Seventh year could be the winner, give it one more try. One more time. One last night. Damn right, I'll be jealous 'cause she'll have you to yourself. You already love her, though you haven't met her yet. But you're sure that she's out there and you're gonna find her soon. She'll be better for you than I could ever be to you. But oh, you never asked if I'd quit the road to make a home, or to have your little baby. Just as soon I'd say no. I won't send you an invitation for the shower in the fall. And if he grows up just like you, honey, I'll know who to call. All right, thank you guys so much. The Two-Way Street Coffee House folks were asking me, like, will there be any premieres tonight? And I think there will be two. This is a song I don't believe I've ever played. I think I played it live once before it was actually finished. And my initial motivation for writing this song was I was working for a blues player named Johnny Nicholas. And oh my God, Wes Collins! Hi, Wes Collins, one of my favorite songwriters in the whole world. Good to see you. I was working for this blues guy named Johnny Nicholas, who is kind of like, in a lot of ways, the Forrest Gump of the music business. Like he has a crazy story, and just knows everyone. And he owns this wonderful restaurant in the Hill Country in Texas called the Hilltop Cafe, which if you're near Kerrville or Fredericksburg, you totally recommend you have to go there, and you never know who's going to walk in, like Ray Wiley Hubbard or Bonnie Raitt. It'll blow your mind. And I got to see Flaco Jimenez play quite a bit there when I was working for Johnny. And at the same time, this guy that was playing keys with me had just gotten an accordion for Christmas from his wife, which, what a great wife. If you're gonna bring an accordion into the house, that's a loving woman, let me tell you. And I thought it would be cool to have something on accordion. And so that was my only motivation for writing this song. But I'm happy to have it, and I'm happy to have had the time during this weird quarantine to work on it. So I believe this is the debut. Good morning, my love. Can you hear the birds are singing? Can you hear my heart ringing? A bell for what I feel. Good morning, my love. Did you have a peaceful slumber? Did those demons all stay under the bed in which you lay? Or did they cry out, tell you to change your mind about me, give it up? Or did they whisper softly close, I could never love you, most I'm not enough? Oh, why are you so far from me, my love? Good morning, my love. Did you greet the day with fear? Do you wish that I was near to tame your racing mind? Or am I the cause of all your worry? Do you hunger now for freedom? Does this silence mean you're leaving this love of ours behind? Or are you quiet because you're just not sure yet which way your heart will turn? Will I light up hard to kill the time most, 'cause I like to watch things burn? Oh, why are you so far from me, my love? Guys, thanks, Dave. Welcome to the stream, Dave, Pennsylvania. Wow. Yeah, if you don't mind, I love knowing where everyone is listening from. I know we've got North Carolina, Louisiana. So I just love knowing that. I'm in Nashville, in case you're curious. I know it's hard to tell with this background behind me where I am. I think I'm going to stick on the new song train here. If that's cool with everybody. Hey, Heather and Austin, good to see ya. Thanks to Two-Way Street for putting this together and for allowing us this opportunity to hang out. This is so great. All right, so I was thinking about this. I was thinking about Jack Kerouac. I had never read On the Road, and I decided to read On the Road when I was on the road on a West Coast tour. And it was so weird. I was on this tour, and pretty much, with the exception of New York, everywhere we were on the West Coast lined up to where they were and on the road. And I decided I was going to maybe go down to Luckenbach because we got home a couple days early, and which is outside of Fredericksburg, Texas, if you've not been to Luckenbach. And near the end of the book, they drive down to Mexico, and so they mentioned Fredericksburg, and I said, all right, cool, I'm going to stay here and hang out for a little bit. So I did, and that weekend I got invited to sing. And a lot of folks know I'm a huge Woody Guthrie fan, still relatively new to Woody's work over the past 5 years. There's a great new book about Woody if you're a folkie and you love Woody Guthrie. Gus Stadler just put it out. It's called Woody Guthrie: An Intimate Life. Absolutely fabulous. Totally recommend. But anyways, I got asked if I would sing This Land Is Your Land as part of the show. And I said, of course, I love singing This Land Is Your Land. I'm happy to do that. And this songwriter asked me, well, what verse would you like? And I said, I want the steeple verse, which is, in the shadow of the steeple, I saw my people. By the relief office, I saw my people. They stood there hungry. And so I stood there asking, was this land made for you and me? And love this person, good friend. But he said, you know, I always thought that Woody kind of got it wrong with that verse. And that astounded me because in the city's kind of maybe a generous term, but where I grew up, there's a Baptist seminary that shines a steeple, or that casts a shadow. The steeple casts a shadow over this bridge on I-35, where underneath there's a community of people that live. And there are 2 relief offices on the other side of the highway. And so I thought about that for a long time and ended up with this song. I was working at the supermarket when I fell for Julie, knocked her up like everybody said I would. The day I turned 16, I got that job. I couldn't wait to buy a car, save enough, leave this town for good. In August, I asked Julie if she'd run away. She said she wanted to wait till May to graduate. She'd be the first in her family, so I stayed behind. Thought she could get a scholarship to college, become a nurse, travel the world, but all that took a back seat when we saw those double lights. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. You think you're soaring, you think you're flying, too young to know there's no use trying. You spend in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. It's a boomerang town. Julie got a GED and a job of 35. We only joined the town that's open all night. The diner next to the seminary. college kids who trash their booze, all stoned and drunk, who always pay but never tip with daddy's money. Julie and I come from similar kin, heavy drinkers, quick to anger's fist to skin. They all live and die here. That won't be us, I swore to her. I promise you will see the world. I just don't know when. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. You think you're soaring, you think you're flying, too young to know there's no use trying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. It's a boomerang town. After her shift, she lights a smoke up on the bridge. Under the billboard painted Jesus lives. Julie steps over the rail, thinks about salvation. The sun arrives and collides with the steeple, cast a shadow over God's most desperate people. Julie takes it as a sign. Let's go and starts flying. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. It feels like soaring, it feels like flying. Now I know it's only dying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Shelly and Dave. Yeah, I actually think the record is shaping up to be called Boomerang Town, and Boomerang Town's everywhere. You know what, Steve? Yeah. I was so excited. If you just tuned in, I was telling these folks that I just got back to Nashville. I spent a week in Austin making a record with the wonderful Mark Hallman and Andre Moran down at the Congress House studio on South Congress, and my birthday was last week, April 2nd, the same as Emmylou Harris. I remember one time my friend Jimmy LaFave asked me, he said, "When's your birthday?" And I said, "April 2nd, same as Emmylou Harris. When's yours?" And he said, "July 12th, same as Butch Hancock," which I've never forgotten. Been thinking about Jimmy a lot this week. Anyways, I walked into the studio and Mark and Andre had showed up with this boomerang, a real boomerang, as my birthday gift. So if you want to check that out, know what we're doing, see some behind the scenes stuff, I've got it all going on my Patreon, patreon.com/Jaimee Harris. And I've got some unreleased stuff there that you can't get anywhere else. And of course, a lot of behind the scenes footage right now as I'm making this record. I guess thinking about where I grew up and all of that, I like to play another new song. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. This is when I was in 6th grade, this kid named Devin Lujan was shot and killed. It was an accident. He was his birthday was right around Christmas time, and right after Christmas, he was hanging out with a friend of his who got a shotgun for Christmas, and he was showing it to Devin, and my grandfather at the time was the Justice of the Peace in Waco, and was on the scene, and something about it, I don't know if it was, kind of being one of the first people my age that I knew that died, but it kind of made this impact on me, and later when I was, I had a similar thing happen when I was teaching children, and I had a 6-year-old kid, thank you, Crystal, for that, accidentally get shot and passed away. Similar thing, a Christmas gift. And but anyways, I've never forgotten about Devin. And every once in a while, I look him up. And during the pandemic, I've just been thinking about this intense grief cloud that so many of us are living under, and how so many people are tragically losing their loved ones, unexpectedly or quickly. And so it got me thinking about this kid, Devin Lujan, again. And so I started looking him up on the internet like I do, and I realized his mother has written an obituary or a tribute for him almost every Christmas, every birthday, every big day, like what would have been his graduation day. And one night I just sat here in this office and I just read him, and I don't know what happened to me, but I just started crying and crying and crying, and I wrote down the words that this mother had said, Devin's mom. And so I asked Mary if she would help me out a little bit with the song, my partner Mary Gaucher, and we came up with this song for Devin and his family, and to anyone else who has experienced the awful loss of a child or anyone they love. I'm standing at the screen door, looking out at where you used to play. My baby, you'd be all grown up now. This should be your graduation day. A million tears I have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely I've built thousands, but all they do is fall. Your friends are in the auditorium, you should be with them in your cap and gown. We should be packing you up for college, 'cause you had big dreams, far bigger than this town. A million tears we have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall. that morning when you left us. We had no time to say goodbye. Our hearts are forever broken. Lord, please kiss him and hold our angel tight. A million tears we have cried. If love alone could save, you never would have died. If tears could build a ladder tall, surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall. Surely we've built thousands, but all they do is fall. All right, thank you so much. Devin's mom. Thank you, Mike. Man, this is fun. It feels really, I've been so surprised. I don't know if anyone else, I know there are a lot of artists on this. I see a lot of songwriters. Heather and Crystal and Pete and Wes Collins. You know, this is so powerful. Who would have guessed that, like, through this technology that we would be able to remain connected to each other and even make new friends. I've made friends on Zoom, and thank you, Loretta. And I see a lot of folks here in the Two-Way Street Coffee House family that I don't think we have met before. So hi, my name's Jaimee, and it just blows me away. Like, I never would have guessed how powerful and truly connected this technology would help us feel. I know that we're all looking forward to getting back on the stages and doing what we do, you know, best, being in the same room and talking to each other after the shows. But you know what? I'm just really grateful for this technology and the ability to do this tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Darkness in that house, I felt it chill my bones. Saw your mother at the kitchen table, just sitting there, arms crossed. I did a line to make it through the night. I did a line to suppress my appetite. She offered us what she had to eat. Guess she'd been holding on to all of those holiday meats. I smell the milk that's spoiling from the refrigerator. Pulled a long black hair off of my plate. Said, baby, let's get out of here. I'm gonna save you. I'm like blood. I never looked, but I swear there must have been a dungeon. I saw your brother there, sleeping on the couch. Don't think he's moved since, don't think he'll ever get out. Oh, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you, rescue, rescue. Oh, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you, rescue, rescue. Oh, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you, rescue, rescue. Oh, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you. If this is your first time seeing me, there's a very long story that goes along with the song, and you can find it on the internet somewhere, or if you can just write me an email, and I'm happy to tell you. But one of my favorite facts is, this is written, well, I'll give you two favorite facts. One is that the family that owns the house, the Red Rescue House, it's a very real place in San Antonio, Texas, now owns a copy of the Red Rescue record, I guess to add an additional red item into their household, so that's pretty cool. Still never met him. And Beto O'Rourke, when he was running for senator, very briefly considered using this song at a campaign rally. Maybe next time, maybe next time. It's a little trivia. There is a darkness in our house, I felt it chill my bones the second I carried you. Wedding dress over the threshold, you told a lie, you told a lie. It was easy for me to believe with all that you said was, it's not as bad as it seems. But it was, baby. How am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you? Rescue it, rescue. How am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you when that darkness lives in you too? How am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you? Rescue it, rescue. How am I gonna save? How am I gonna save you? Thank you guys. Hey Lisa, I see Lisa Barbie is here. I think you're in Ojai, California. Once again, I want to thank Two Way Street Coffee House for having me. This is really cool. 50 years. Do you guys know how hard it is to have 50 years of folk music history and to still be going? That is incredible. So way to go, Two Way Street Coffee House. I'm so excited to be a part of this legacy of folk music. Really, really cool for me. And I really appreciate you taking a chance on a young artist. I'm no Don White. I saw you guys have Don White coming up, who's absolutely fabulous. If you guys are available the night Don White is listening. Totally. Check that out. I met him in an airport back when we used to travel. So anyways, I think I got time for about 2 more songs for you guys, if that's all right. And knowing that Lisa is here, I absolutely have to play the song. Well, I never thought I'd find God here, full of nicotine and caffeine, shaking with fear, just praying for another day to stay in the clear. Well, I never thought I'd find God here. I never thought I'd draw a sober breath. Thought I'd be a wreck. Always figured I'd have nothing left. Well, I never thought I'd draw sober breath. But I gave up the cocaine, gave up the gin, freed myself of the hell I was in. Asked the Lord to keep me clean again. Yeah, the Spirit came, picked me up, kissed me on the cheek and wished me luck, and told me I could call him a good friend, my good friend. Well, I never thought that I'd move on. Just one flashlight in the book of John. Well, I never thought that I'd move on. But I gave up the heartbreak, gave up the man, freed myself of the hell I was in, asked the Lord to let me love again. And the Spirit came, picked me up, kissed me on the cheek and wished me luck, told me I could call a good friend, my good friend. Well, I never thought I could be free after all those nights in the DOC. I'm thankful God's forgiven me, 'cause I never thought I could be free. But I gave up the cocaine, gave up the gin, freed myself of the hell I was in, asked the Lord to keep me clean again. And the Spirit came, picked me up, kissed me on the cheek and wished me luck, and told me I could call him a good friend, my good friend. Thank you guys so much. Here, I'm gonna do a little show and tell here. I should have thought this through more. Let's see here. Hope you guys can't. Yep, you can totally see my sweatpants. Dang it. I thought I was gonna get away with something, but nope, I had to stand up. So that song is called Snow White Knuckles, and there's a version of it on my first record, Red Rescue, which you can find on my website, JaimeeHarris.com. But I also just recently put out this batch of songs called the Congress House Sessions. You can kind of see it there, which is a collection of 7 songs reimagined acoustically. And it's pretty much me and 2 harmony singers, Kris Nelson and Jane Ellen Bryant, who were both my roommates. So we literally like sat around the kitchen table and sang harmonies, sang these songs, or hung out at Kerrville singing these songs. And it's got my longtime, my friend that I met in high school. Well, I guess I was in middle school. He was in high school. Brian Patterson on guitar and Sammy P on the keys from Western Youth on piano. Ray Bonneville joins us for a tune because he stopped by for lunch, and we decided, well, if you're going to be here, you might as well put some harmonica on the record. So I've got that on my website. You can buy them separately, or you can buy them together with a little tote bundle deal I got going on my website. Sorry for the tuning. I think I worked this guitar too hard in the studio last week. And the next time I get on a stage, I'm going to tune in between every single song just because I can. Because I can mute and tune. It was a privilege I took for granted. Anyway, so sorry about this, but I want to make sure it's as good as it can possibly be for you guys for the last song. The time has come. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been really, really fun for me. And once again, to Two-Way Street Coffee House for having me, for Craig, my friend Craig Grossman over at Fleming for making it happen, and Patrick for helping us on the socials and everything, and everyone in the Patreon community for following along this week in the studio, and for everything that you're doing that's helping me to continue to create art. And I'm so appreciative to all of your donations tonight, which benefits me as well as the Two-Way Street Coffee House. So that is great. Like I said, 50 years of folk music. I am personally afraid of what is going to be out there when we come out of this pandemic. And we need to keep these, in my opinion, we need to keep around venues like Two-Way Street Coffee House that'll take a chance on an artist like me, and that are supportive of this type of music. It's getting rarer and rarer in this country, and I'm so grateful for their willingness to have me. So I guess I'll leave you guys with this request from Eileen that'll be on the new record. I wrote it with my good friend Graham Weber. It's called Love Is Gonna Come Again. Thank you guys. Love is gonna come again, maybe when you're not quite looking, maybe tonight, my friend, maybe when you're driving, love will call and you will fall into a place you never thought you could fit in. Love is gonna come again. No, you don't believe me yet, stuck inside your head, wonder what you could have said in that bed. Love will find you and remind you of the things you thought you'd give up feeling. Love is gonna come again. I know it hurts like hell right now, and only you know how. No one can tell you when. Oh, but love is gonna come again. Lying in your sheets alone, hiding from your telephone as it echoes through your empty home. No way of knowing if you'll have anything close to what you had then. Love is gonna come again. maybe it'll come with the morning dew, right where those flowers grew, and butterflies flew, and on their wings they always bring the kind of peace to ease your grieving. Love is gonna come again. Oh, love is gonna come again.
Hey, wow, what a beautiful set of music.
Oh, thanks, John. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, just you didn't disappoint. You know, like I said, I listened to you on your website, and it was just a wonderful night. You know, one thing I realized, you have so many friends and fans all around the country. We should let them know that the Two-Way Street Coffee House is in Downers Grove, Illinois, which is about 20 miles west of Chicago. So now you know, if you're in the area, once we get back to normal, every Friday night, you'll get music like this. Next week, April 16th, we have Yasmin Williams performing our regular Friday night spot. Now, she's a fingerstyle guitarist and just plays some beautiful, beautiful music. And again, you'll find her on our twowaystreet.org website. So if you found Jaimee tonight, you're going to find Yasmin next week from 8 to 9 o'clock Central Daylight Time. And because we have become nationwide with this streaming format, I stress Central Time, Central Daylight Time. But, Jaimee, you never get out of the coffee house without an encore. So do you have one more song?
I would love to
and then you can
play
say
it.
goodnight.
I would love to. Hey, John, can I ask you a question before I play?
Sure.
So since you guys are 20 minutes from Chicago, are
20 miles.
20 miles. Well, right.
Yes.
With traffic, it's a different situation.
Could be
right?
an hour.
Are you a pinball fan?
Not me personally,
Not
but
you
I have played.
I'm curious because I'm a huge pinball fan, and of course, so many of the machines come out of Chicago, and so I like a gig close to good pinball.
Well, you know, this was your first time on the coffee house, but it probably won't be the last.
Well, fingers crossed. I would love to come see you guys in person. And
it's a wonderful place. It's a small venue, only hold about 60 people, except for those times when we've slipped a few more in. And it's just a wonderful spot to be. You know, coffee, tea, all the, you know, and intimate.
Perfect.
Intimate
That's what
for
I love.
sure. Yep.
Well, thank you so much. I'd be happy to play another song for you guys.
All righty,
Thank
take it
you.
away.
And thanks to everyone working the dials, Joel, and everybody else behind the scenes making all the technology work. I know how hard that is, and I just so appreciate you guys putting in the time to sound check and all of that to make this such a great night for everyone. And thank you guys for listening. And let's all go up to Illinois and fill the room and play some pinball together. I know there's close pinball. That's I forgot to turn off. My crock pot chicken is ready, if anyone's curious. I keep staring at the clock, stumbling round the house in shock. I don't know what I feel. I can't believe that this is real. I don't know what to wear. I don't know who will be there. I wanna call you, I wanna cry. I don't wanna say goodbye. Make the drive, I park and watch the cars arrive. Friends I never knew you had. It's moving slow, it's moving fast. I walk by your photograph.
cross of roses, pink and white, slideshow pictures of your life. Children run across the lawn, they don't understand you're gone. I'm looking for you in the crowd, I'm looking for you in the clouds. How could you be gone? What to say, I don't know what I believe, I just know I have to leave. I walk alone back to my car, I go before the goodbye start. I have always been this way, you're the only one who can make me stay. How could you be gone? How could you be gone? How could you be
Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Thanks for listening.